Alright guys, so the first round of the Stanley Cup playoffs has been completed. Last night was the final game, the Boston Bruins and the Toronto Maple Leafs, with Boston winning the series to be facing Tampa Bay. So in this video we're just gonna be talking about how I'm just gonna recap on how round one went, and we'll compare my predictions to the real bracket, and I'll be making my second round predictions. So I'm actually going to get the bracket right now. So here's the bracket that I made in the last video. You can kind of see here. No, it's kind of bad though, but I'm sorry if you guys can't really see that. But where you can see my bracket here. Nah, you guys can't read that. I'm not going to bother wasting that time. So let's talk about the Western Conference first. So round one, so Nashville versus Colorado. So Nashville has won this series in five games. It didn't turn out to be a sweep. I thought it was going to be Nashville getting an easy sweep there, but no. So Andrew Hammond tried his best for Colorado to try to get them a series win, to try to tie the series up for a Game 7, which that would have been really epic if he did that, and then the Colorado Avalanche beat the Nashville Predators. That would be a really big upset, though. But we did have some upsets in the bracket, which, we only had one upset, I think, one or two. One was kind of like a semi-upset, but I'm not sure if there was another one, though. But, yeah, so, but Andrew Hammond got the win, which you have to admit, when Varlamov was out for Colorado, they really didn't have, they didn't really have their best goaltending there, because Varlamov played his best of the regular season, but he did get injured, and they had to put in Andrew Hammond. And yeah, so it wasn't really that good of a series for Colorado. If they did have Semyon Varlamov, it would probably go to 6 games, but Nashville would probably still win it either way. So next series we're going to be talking about is believe Winnipeg and Minnesota. I'm pretty sure that Winnipeg did beat Minnesota in 5 games, I think. I had it predicted to be 6, but I think it might have been 5. I'm not entirely sure. I kind of forget how that went, though. But I'm pretty sure that did happen, so they will be moving on to be facing Nashville. So, and like I said, I do have Nashville winning against Winnipeg. So, we'll talk more about my second round predictions after. Okay, so the next round we're going to be getting into is, the next series we're going to be getting into is Vegas and Los Angeles. Now, I was expecting this game to go to 5 or 6 games. Now, for each of for each conference, I had a rule where I had to choose one game that was going to be a possible sweep, though. So, and the one I chose was Nashville and Colorado. Nashville sweeping Colorado, though. But it turned out that Vegas swept Los Angeles, which is pretty good for their inaugural season, getting in the first round, getting into the Stanley Cup playoffs, which is really good for their team and their franchise history. So they will be moving on to the second round. I hope Vegas makes it far. I do have them going to the conference finals, I think, though, but losing in the conference finals. So, yeah. So, next round we're going to get into, next series we're going to get into is another sweep that we had, was Anaheim and San Jose. San Jose swept Anaheim. When you really watch Anaheim, they didn't play their best game. Even though Anaheim did make it to the conference final, I don't really feel like Anaheim, did their best, really. They could have done a lot better, though. I don't even feel like that they even tried, though. But, you would have to expect that to go to, a round 5 or 6, not, a sweep. though. But so this wasn't really an upset though. But I had the Ducks winning it, but San Jose ended up winning it, which I should have chose San Jose though. But it's fine. So we're gonna move on to the Eastern Conference. So first game is Tampa and New Jersey. Now this is the game that I chose to be swept for Tampa to sweep New Jersey, though. But it turned out to go to a game. It turned out to go in 5 games. Tampa winning in 5. So when you really look at Tampa Bay, they had a great like Nikita Kucherov and Steven Stamkos were at their game. Nikita Kucherov was at his game, especially. And also when you look at their defense, like Victor Hedman also did really good as well. Next series we're talking about is this Game 7 just happened last night. It was the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Boston Bruins. Now, Toronto, when you really watch the game, I watched a little bit of Game 7 last night, but I fell asleep to it. I just looked on my phone this morning to see who won, and it turned out Boston did. Though, but I was really hoping that Toronto would win. I wanted Toronto to win, though, but even though I had Boston in my bracket winning. But I think I had them winning in 6, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I had them winning in 6 in the bracket challenge. But it turned out to go to a Game 7. So, yeah. But, Toronto had, a 1-goal lead when I tuned into the game. And then, Boston got, I think, 3 goals. I watched, I didn't watch the empty net. I fell asleep to, the final minutes of the game. So I really didn't miss that much, though. But I just looked to make sure that Toronto didn't get 2 goals in time. So, yeah. So that's that game. And next we're going to be talking about Washington and Columbus. Now, I had this, I think I did have this going into the 6 games, and did go into 6 games. And I picked Washington, though, but Columbus, though, they were so, they choked on they choked, though, because they had a 2-0 series lead, and they gave up a series lead by 2 games, and they choked, 4 games of that. So, really, it was kind of a upsetting defeat for Columbus Blue Jackets. I honestly kind of feel bad for the fan base, though, but Washington played good as well. Alexander Ovechkin got, some points and stuff, so, yeah. And last game we're going to talk about is Philadelphia and Pittsburgh. And now, I watch the series a lot because, Pittsburgh's my favorite team, and I obviously watch Pittsburgh more than the other series at all, but I watched some of the other series as well. I saw, sometimes, at the intermissions, you can see, the look-ins to the games, so I kind of saw, Winnipeg and Minnesota mostly playing, though. But this game was, this series was pretty intense. We expected this series to go, very physical, and it did, actually. This was, probably the most physical series we had, and, the Battle of Pennsylvania, the biggest rival, not one of them, probably the biggest rivalry in the rival. I just woke up. I can't really speak today though. But the Battle of Pennsylvania rivalry, rival. I can't even talk. So these two are the biggest rivals in the league. Philadelphia and Pittsburgh. One of the biggest rivals. Probably one of the biggest matchups. Probably the most exciting one, what most people watched, though, because it was a pretty intense series. Malkin and Carl Hagelin got injured within, the last couple games that they played, though. But so game 6 went that, but seemed Couturier also was good as well. He put up some points for Philadelphia, though. He got a hat trick in Game 6. I think each player from each team got a hat trick. Jake Gensel in Game 6 got a hat trick. Actually got 4 goals, I think, and Sean Couturier got a hat trick as well, only scoring 3 goals. So, like I said, that was a really big game, though. Philadelphia actually tried though, but in the end they just failed. And yeah, so so we're gonna get into my second round predictions now. Now, keep in mind that some of these predictions may change because of like some teams like getting better. So some of them might stay the same, but I might change. I should probably changed some after like looking at these games. So game one is Nashville and Winnipeg. I'm gonna say like Winnipeg. Like, this can go to, like, very far. This can probably go to, like, a Game 7 or something. Like, both of these teams are, like, really good. Like, for example, you can say, like, Nashville has, like, they have had a really good season this year, winning the President's Trophy, and also, I'm trying to think of the word I was saying. Wait, hold on. They also been good in goaltending, like Pecorine, and same for Winnipeg as well. Like, their offense has been outstanding this year, though. But I might say Nashville in this case. I'm still keeping my word for Nashville. This is going to go to a Game 7, though, but Nashville's going to end up winning, going to the conference finals again. So I am picking Nashville in this case. Now, I know these are not by statistics, though. I'm just trying not to do these by statistics. Okay, so our final second round matchup of Western Conference is San Jose and Vegas. So like when you really look at these teams, like you think like Vegas in their inaugural season, and San Jose has made a sweep. So now this is going to be a team that I'm going to choose. This is going to be a series because the rule is for my predictions. Though I made this rule that I have to choose a sweep for every single conference. So, but I feel like Eastern Conference is going to be our determining one, though. But I'm going to have to pick one, and I'm going to pick this sweep for Vegas sweeping San Jose, and yeah, so. That's going to be my prediction. So now we're moving on to the Eastern Conference. Like I said, I do have to choose a sweep, though. Now, watch me get, like, a lot of hate for this, like, saying that I'm wrong. But I am going to pick Tampa sweeping Boston in this case. Now, the reason why I am picking this is, I mean, like, Boston, I don't, I really don't that they are at their game that much in round one. Like, they gave a game up to they gave 3 games up to Toronto to tie the series up. But Boston did struggle throughout that, but they still have won. They kind of I wouldn't say really limped into the second round, though. I wouldn't really say limped, though, because they went to a Game 7, though, but I just really don't think that Boston has been at their game recently, so I'm going to pick Tampa sweeping Boston in this case. Okay, so this is the one that I have changed. Now, usually this might go to a Game 7 or a Game 6, because when we see these two teams play, these two teams have been playing for 3 years straight, and both of these trips, 2016, they played each other in the second round. Pittsburgh won that in 6. Last year every single time, these 2 years that Pittsburgh beat them, they did successfully win the Stanley Cup. So 2016, Pittsburgh beat them in 6. In 2017, Pittsburgh beat them in 7. So Now, the thing is, though, Braden Holtby has been good, Alexander Ovechkin, Sidney Crosby as well, Matt Murray, Phil Kessel, Jake Gensel has also been in his game as well. Jake Gensel can bring out a bunch of surprises. He can surprise everyone, and he can, leave, confused, puzzled. He can, leave, shocked faces on fans, though, that he can score a hat trick. I mean, like I said, Jake Gensel's been at his game recently, and Sidney Crosby as well. Sidney Crosby's been really at his game, and so has Matt Murray. Matt Murray's been making a bunch of good saves. Like in game 1, he made pretty good saves. Like Matt Murray had 3 straight playoff game shutouts. Like in game 6 of Nashville last year, at home when they beat them 6-0. I think 6-0 or 7-0. I'm not sure. And then in the Stanley Cup final when they beat when Pittsburgh beat them in like game 6, which they did win the Stanley Cup. No wait, game 5 I meant. I'm sorry for game 5 when they shut them out 6-0 at home, which was their last home game of the playoffs. And then in Nashville they did win the Stanley Cup 2-0, which Matt Murray also got the shutout. And also in Pittsburgh game 1 he got 7 goals. So really, like, even though Matt Murray did struggle like throughout the season, he really wasn't at his game though. People have to realize that he can be really deadly at any time. Like, you may think that he did struggle though, but he can be really deadly. And so can Braden Holtby. Like, he can be like making good saves as well. Like, he tried last year for them though. But the question is, will Washington move on to the conference finals, or will Pittsburgh beat them again? And this is going to be Pittsburgh beating them again. I'm not trying to be biased or anything, because like this is my favorite team. I'm being really honest because like Matt Murray and like Sidney Crosby, Evgeny, like, now keep in mind that they do have some injuries with them, like Evgeny Malkin, and like Evgeny Malkin is like one of the best Penguins right now. Like, in my opinion, if I had to choose like the best player on the Penguins right now, it would probably be Evgeny Malkin or Sidney Crosby, or also Jake Gensel as well. Like Evgeny Malkin, Sidney Crosby, Jake Gensel, Matt Murray, and like if Matt Murray gets injured, like they have to put in like Casey DeSmith or something, which is like gonna be like really bad for Pittsburgh because like they're gonna lose their best goaltender. And like I said, I'm going to pick Pittsburgh beating them in 7. This is going to go to a really far series, though, but I am confident that Pittsburgh will win this again, and they will beat Washington once again. So, as you can see, we do have our conference finals as Tampa and Pittsburgh and Nashville and Vegas. So, usually, like, after the second round again, I will do another video of the second round recap, though, but yeah, so like those are like some ways. I just named some ways that each team could win, like their goaltending and stuff. So yeah, so I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys have if you guys let me know what your second round guesses are, predictions are. And yeah, so I hope you guys did enjoy, and I will guys see you later. Bye.